Hello everyone, welcome to chapter 15, and in this chapter we will talk about the system implementation. And firstly, what we will learn inside this chapter: describe the process of coding, testing, and converting an organizational information system, and outline the deliverables and outcomes of the process. Prepare a test plan for an information system. Apply for installation strategies: direct, parallel, single location, and pieced installation. List the deliverables for documenting the system and for training and supporting users. Distinguish between system and user documentation and determine which types of documentation are necessary for a given information system. And uh, compare the main modules available for organizational information system training, including self-training and electronic performance support systems. Discuss the issues of providing support for end users. Explain why system implementation sometimes fails. Describe the threats to system security and remedies that can be applied. Show how traditional implementation issues apply to electronic commerce applications. And system implementation 6 major activities: firstly, coding, testing, installation, documentation, training, and platform support. And system implementation is continuous and firstly proposed to convert final physical system specification into working and reliable software, to document work that has been done, to provide help for current and future users. And again, the system development life cycle with the implementation piece highlighted: planning, analysis, design, implementation, maintenance is firstly implementation, coding, testing, installation, documentation, training, and support. And the process of coding, testing, and installation: firstly, coding. Coding is a physical design specification are turned into working computer code. And testing is tests are performed using various strategies. Testing performed in parallel with coding. Installation: the current system is replaced by a new system. The process of documenting this system, training users, and supporting users. The audiences for final documentation: information systems personnel who will maintain the system throughout its proceeded life. People who will use the system as part of their daily lives. User training: application specific, general for operating system and off-the-shelf software. Software application testing is a master test plan is developed during the analysis piece. During the design piece, unit, system, and integration test plans are developed. The actual testing is done during implementation. Test plans provide improved communication among all parties involved in the testing. 7 different types of tests. The first one is static or dynamic techniques. Static testing means that the code being tested is not executed. Dynamic testing involves execution of the code. The second one is the test is automated or manual. Automated means computer conducts the tests. Manual means the people complete the test. And inception is a testing technique in which participants examine program code for predictable language-specific errors. What's the desk checking? Desk checking is a testing technique in which the program code is sequentially executed manually by the reviewer. And what's the unit testing? Unit testing is each module is tests alone in an attempt to discover any errors in its code. What's the integration testing? Integration testing is a is the process of bringing together all of the modules that a program compares for testing proposes. Modules are typically integrated in a top-down incremental fashion. And what's the system testing? System testing the bringing together of all of the programs data system. Comprises for testing purposes. Programs are typically integrated in a top-down incremental fashion. And what's the stop testing? Stop testing is a technique used in testing modules, especially where modules are written and tested in a top-down fashion, where a few lines of code are used to subtitle for subordinate modules. And the testing process, the proposal of testing is to confirm that the system satisfies the requirements. Testings must be planned, test cases specific scenario of transactions, queries, or navigation paths. And the testing process continues, and the cases represent either typical system use, critical system use, and abnormal system use. And test cases and results should be thoroughly documented so they can be repaired for each revision of an application. And combining coding and testing, firstly, test cases are usually developed by analysts. Test cases should not be created by the programmers. Separate people should program and test in order to ensure objectivity. Programmers use symbolic debuggers to isolate causes for errors. And what's the acceptance testing? The process whereby actual users test a completed information system, the end result of which is the users' acceptance of it. And what's the alpha testing? Alpha testing is user testing of a completed information system using simulated data. What's the beta testing? Beta testing is user testing of a completed information system using real data in the real user environment. And types of alpha tests. Requiring testing forces software or environment to fail in order to verify that recovery is properly performed. What's the security testing about the types of alpha tests? Verifies that protections mechanisms built into system will protect it from improved penetration. Stress testing tries to break the system, and performance testing determines how the system performs on the range of possible environments in which it may be used. And installation part is installation, the organizational process of changing over from the current information system to a new one. Four installation strategies. The first one is direct installation. The second one, parallel installation. The third one is single location installation, and the last one is pieced installation. And what's the direct installation? Direct installation is changing over from the old system to a new one by turning off the old system when the new system is turned on. And what's the parallel installation? Parallel installation is running the old information system and the new one at the same time until management decides the old system can be turned off. And what's the single location installation? Single location installation is trying out on information system at one site and using the experience to decide if and how the new system should be developed throughout the organization, also known as location or pilot installation. And what's the pieced installation? Pieced installation is changing from the